Now, everything in your life is threefold. One of these three things. There are things that are currently in your life because of the law, as you think in your heart. So it is. So there are things that are around you because of how you're thinking in your, not in your mind. The heart means it's deep-seated. I had to learn this the hard way, that there are people who, for example, have a problem with ministers raising finances for certain things because they feel like the ministers will steal their money. There are some people who have genuine thoughts towards that. There are those who are just reflecting themselves. They think you will steal because they know in that position they will do what? I don't know if I'm talking to somebody. You understand? So he's thinking like that because even him, if you put him there, it's the power of reflection that as a man thinketh, so is he. My God, that's a very powerful principle. So everything is coming. There are people coming around you. There are people you draw because of what is deep-seated in your heart. Secondly, there are things you draw in your life because of how you judge. Now, the law is this. Father, thank you. Matthew chapter 7. Matthew chapter 7, verse 1. Judge not that you be not. Verse 2. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. Now, let me explain what this means. That if you sit and criticize someone, there is a grace because you're criticized. But if you continue to poke and speak and blast and backbite, you're increasing the measure. My God. You're increasing the weight. Now, here's what happens. By the measure in which you have judged, the same measure shall be judged back to you. That means that should someone say someone is a thief, at a certain point, they're allowing that scenario of stealing to be created in their life. And when it's created in their life, also them, now the time has come to see whether they're a thief or not. And because none of us is righteous in and of ourselves, the measure will be so heavy that you can fall in it. That is why therein no one then can judge. Because the measure by which you have judged, it comes back to you and creates a scenario where you fall into the same hole. And it manifests in different ways. You speak against something, and certain people like that become your friends. The world calls it karma. The Bible calls it what you sow is what you. That you've spoken against something, and it has put you in exactly the same place. So there are scenarios where people like that. And the third one is when certain things come in your life because of what you're missing. So the first one, as you think in your heart, so it is. The second, what you judge comes back in its form and sets the similar circumstances that you have been judging. Then the third one, what you're missing in your life comes to you. And this one is a good one. So for example, you will notice that in most people who are married or dating, they are attracted to the opposite. We often like what we don't have. You understand? A talkative person is drawn to a silent one. A dirty person. Oh my God! Okay, no, I'm just giving examples. Some couples, man, I know some people. So, what happens is that when something, it's like God is trying to show you that this is the particular thing in your life that you do not have. This is why most couples that are exactly the same rarely pan out. Because you need to look for something you're appreciating in someone. I mean, okay, look back. All those you who have dated like 6-7 people. And we need more history. If it's just one, it's very hard. But the pattern, the thing that has been is the thing that shall be. But when you look back, you find that a lot of things now, some things, this is in the positive, but there's a negative side to it. That somehow, when a person is integral, to test the integrity, people that test the integrity will be around him. When you're loyal, your loyalty grows because of the people who are disloyal. It's an attraction process. The origin has created the effect. Marian, do you understand? Are you sure? I don't know how I can explain this in the easiest way possible. What was the first thing I said? The 3. I'm about to wind up. What do you think in your heart? Secondly, what you judge plays out to you. Thirdly, what you're missing. Or you can flip it around. What you have as a positive facet will bring the negative facets that fight that particular facet. I'm trying to explain to you your world.